Check. Shout out to my barbers and shout out to all my stylists. We are Beards and Baldheads, your host Fat Lace. I got the Soul Survivor Barry to the right of me.
Yo, another Monday. We back.
Favorite day of the week.
Yes.
And you know it's always a pleasure when I get to see one of my most favoriteest people in the whole wide world. We got Soup on the other side. Peace to everybody on the check-in early. B, you know what makes this night so special?
What's that?
We started before 9:58. Y'all know we start 9-ish. Heavy on the ish.
It's fluid.
It's fluid. Yo, we are here on time. I got people saying, ooh, on time. We are early. What you talk about? For some points, we should go viral just for that. Just because we are early.
Yes, it's a reason.
Don't even know what to do with this. Yo, you ever walk? You walk into work early. Sometimes like, yo, they owe you.
Yeah, man. You work and work early. Sometimes you be like, you know what? I'm gonna sit in the break room a little longer.
Like, hold up, I donated some time. Like,
you can't do nothing different. They gonna expect it every day now.
Yeah, I'm like, y'all don't get to it, and they be shouting me out. Like, oh, look who comes in early today. I'm like, yo,
That's when you know it's bad. Yo.
I don't need all that attention. What you doing around here? It's been like that.
Yeah, man.
Yo, I always talk about when I wasn't perfect attendance, and I'm like, how?
He asking you must ain't get no sleep last night.
You stressed about it.
You here early.
Overachieving self over
You
here.
gotta be early all the time.
Oh man, but this gonna be a great evening.
Yes.
Oh man, B. First of all, shout out to my brother Bobby Stone. I gotta start off with that.
B.
You know
What's up, B?
B, we miss you up here. B always. I never say no to B. I just say nothing if I can't say yes.
You don't give them maybes.
No maybes. For me not to say yes, whatever reason, I just can't be there.
Right.
And Bobby blessed us with some great guests tonight.
Yes, sir.
This how quick it is. He'll shoot a text in the morning. Might be like 8:00. Yo, Jay, I got somebody for you. Cool.
You know, Bobby on point.
I don't need to ask who it is, what they do. I got somebody for you. Cool. Let's make it happen. And man, the man that he sent, just with the little bit of research that I saw,
yeah.
I'm like,
Yes, sir.
yo.
Yeah.
First of all, we got Brooklyn in the building. Let's say that. Start off with that right there. And I mean, we got like Brooklyn. Like not a transplant. I don't even think the part of Brooklyn. We got Canarsie in the building. Let's say that right
Canarsie?
there. I don't think they got what do they call the transplants that came in? What do they call those? Gentrified? I don't think it's gentrified in Canarsie. It's not. I think that's the only place they didn't hit.
Not yet.
Like not yet. I don't think it is.
They got Flatbush already, didn't they?
It's not happening in Canarsie.
Damn.
Right now.
Peace to my brother Mizzle. Peace to Syfe, man. All my people's from Canarsie. Let me say that. So I'm like, man, when you can feel the Brooklyn, when you can feel the hip hop.
You spent a lot of time out there.
Spent a lot of time. I went to LIU Brooklyn. Like Brooklyn is my second home. I love it out there. And this man of God who is so special. First of all, he's part of the Faith Assemblies of God Church. He's a youth pastor.
Yes.
And I'm like, so I'm listening to him preach, and I'm listening. He's a digital creator, content creator. I'm like, some people got that, and I'm like, maybe they just put that because it was like cute to put on Facebook at the time. I still live in West Virginia.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't live in West Virginia.
Right.
But he really is a digital creator and gets busy.
Yeah.
He is of the time, but he is from that time. He is from the soul. He is Mr. Pause for the cause.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
The man has bars.
Slogan.
He gets busy every day dropping gems.
Yes.
Every single day. And he's an MC as well. He moves the crowd every Sunday, every single time that he's on that mic, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, he is moving the crowd. And he has something real special going on, too, before we get to him.
Okay.
Because a lot of people get hungry.
Right.
A lot of people like going to Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm. Got good food.
They got some dope food.
Yeah.
They got the cultural festival.
A lot of culture.
Rep your flag. And the flag they are repping, they got St. Vincent.
Yeah. St. Vincent.
It's not just Jamaica out there in Brooklyn.
I'm trying to go next year out there to the islands.
We got Trinidad.
Yes.
Peace to all my Jamaicans.
Yep.
Wagwan. All my peoples from Grenada. All of y'all out there.
People from Nevis. Yeah. I got a couple of homies from Nevis.
The man
I
that
know what that was.
I don't even know what that is right there.
It's out there.
We learning something new. Antigua, all my peoples from out there.
Yep.
We got Pastor John in the building. You know he's this how. Look at the feet, B.
I see it.
You see the feet?
Yeah, I see it.
I felt a little nervous. I was gonna come with some other footwear before I came. I was like, yo, let me switch this up real quick. Cause I know he's gonna look down. Brooklyn, they give you a foot check first, just to see if you all right. I don't care what you do. They checking your feet. And he's not alone.
Uh-oh.
He's not alone.
No, he isn't.
He said, I'm coming to Jersey. She said, not without me.
Ah.
You think you going to Jersey without me?
We are one.
We are one. They are a family.
Yes.
And we have his wonderful family here. We have his daughter and his wife in the building. We got Felicia and C. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. We really appreciate it. Soup, we might have to fix one of these shots. We got Felicia and C in the building. Thank y'all. Y'all can say what's up.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, your mics are on.
Yeah. You can see y'all up here.
Yeah, so if y'all want, y'all are right there. On there, so we can see what's going on. Now, Bobby, I'm about Barry. I found out why I wasn't in the Earth Day Fashion Show when it's coming back this year.
Uh-oh. Somebody took your spot.
Now,
Somebody took your spot.
If y'all don't know,
wait. I saw the suits.
if y'all don't know,
the suits. I said, wait a minute. You got a designer?
yo, this what happened. Peace to everybody on the check-in. Peace to Shanae on the check-in. Peace to Sabrina on the check-in.
Peace, y'all.
Peace, Uncle Kirk on the check-in.
Thank you.
So, B, we got awarded. It felt great.
Yeah.
We were honored.
You was a model for a second.
For a second.
Then somebody took your spot.
For a second.
That was your spot.
That was my spot.
Don't get caught slipping.
He gonna say, I'm gonna give you a nice plaque. I'm gonna award you this year. So I felt good. I'm like, yo, we got an awards, B. I was like, we felt good.
Yeah.
Until I saw the reason. I didn't find out till last night. I'm like, oh, the reason why you already got one beard and bald head person in here.
Oh, man.
I didn't know why. Soup was in the building.
He had more suits.
BKS1 Radio was in the building. I don't know. I think he did, more stuff for the community. He does a lot for the community. He gets busy.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm thinking, I was like, yo, B, it's not enough for all of us?
He could have slid you in
He
there.
could have slid me in. I don't know.
Come on, Bobby.
Brooklyn
Bobby.
was sticking together, and he took my spot, B. He took my spot. So now since you took my spot.
I hope I represented.
You did. You got busy. So, Pastor John,
Yes,
I got to ask you this question. This we ask anybody with a bald head. What made you come home? When did you realize you had to get rid of? Because I felt like your flat top ruled in '89. I think did it? Why did you feel like I'm just gonna take it all off?
When I looked in the mirror and you touched the top of your head and you feel there's nothing there, you might as well.
I get it.
The crop circle.
Did anybody have to tell you, like, hey, Dad, it's time to come home? Nope.
Yes.
Uh-oh, Felicia, let us know what happened.
That's not true.
I was like, hey, it's kind of looking like a crop circle going on.
Uh-oh.
I think it's time. Let's just let it go. He's like, I still got some. I was like, no. Let's just retire it, all right? Jordan look good. I think you could look good too.
Everybody go to Jordan.
Everybody go to Jordan. He a Knicks fan. I don't know if you a Knicks fan. He's a Knicks fan. He say, why? Don't be bringing him up.
Right. That man robbed us of like 4 championships.
They always say that. Don't nobody bring up Hakeem though, right?
Nobody bring up the miss free throws.
John Stark's the one that killed us in Game 6.
You got to reminisce.
Gotta reminisce it. Because that's what happens when you think back with your head.
Oh, you remember every loss.
Because, yo, B, you got to look how smooth he was back in the day. Like, yo, he had that head. It was cool. That's you right there? That's them. That's them. Look at him young. I was like, I don't know. I have no idea. That Bobby Stone. I think it's him. We would never do nothing like that. But I was like, yo, first of all, I'm like, he has a grown daughter. I'm like, he can't. I'm like, he's super young.
You know, black don't crack.
It don't. It don't crack. I'm like, man.
I said, unless you did crack.
Unless you did crack. And even some of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, they were young, had that hair, smiling, feeling good.
Because they left the kids home. That's
what happened.
Now, in this pic, do you remember how old you was?
I don't remember how old I was, but I know they were like, we're going on vacation.
Ah.
We'll see when we get back. They went to the Bahamas. No, Bermuda.
Bermuda.
On a cruise.
Yeah.
We were left with Grandma.
Yeah, always leave you.
Oh,
my parents came back with sombreros one time. I'm like, wait a minute. Where'd y'all go? Y'all didn't say y'all was going out of the country.
You didn't know.
We was in the project with Auntie all summer. We had fun, don't get me wrong. The project was fun.
Didn't know what was going on.
He was a kid. You just play with everybody's here.
Oh, man.
But they came back with sombreros. I'm like, wait a minute. Where'd y'all go?
Man, y'all been loving each other for a long time.
Excellent.
That is beautiful. I think it was what? May 13th, 1989. Man, I worked. Yeah, soup clapping like.
Because she's another one. She's
in love for a long time. In love for a long time. May 13, 1989.
That was a good year.
That was a good year.
That was a good year.
Now, that was a good year. Let's go. Hold up.
Yeah, I caught it immediately. She said, yeah.
We got my Leo sister right here. First of all, we going. You know, we got the Leo love going.
When's your birthday? Okay, late. We got belated.
Got the Leo love. These Virgos is feeling themselves right now, right?
You know, it's their season, but a Leo gonna always stand in wrong.
Talk about it. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, it was. I felt like. Now, were you at Tilden when y'all met each other? Like, what? How did this take place? I'm trying to.
Yeah.
What happened? Did you?
Oh, he's a journalist. Y'all didn't know?
Did you step to her at school? Did y'all go to school together? How did we meet?
We didn't go to the same high school.
Oh, so you were playing hooky this one day. What happened?
You want to tell him?
We met through church. Right?
Yeah.
We met through church.
But not in church.
But not in church.
Not in church.
One day, you know, my father had just passed away. I was 16.
So we good on the mic?
She could bring it closer.
I was 16 at the time when we met. Our family knew each other. I knew his father before I knew him.
Right.
And to make a long story short, one day it was the Sunday, the week after my father passed away.
Yeah.
He came outside when I was outside on the stoop. Hey, you know, good morning. And my response to him was, what's good about it?
What's good about it?
And he said, okay. And he turned around and he left. And it's a long story, but
we here for it. Y'all came all the way from Brooklyn. We got time.
Yeah, but we've gone through some ups and downs, and the beginning of our relationship was really funny because, like I said, our family.
No, Liz is looking for the dirt.
So who'd you steal it from?
She thought I was. She thought that I was
a
nerd, skinny, because you know.
I'm surprised
with the glasses and everything, the afro.
This is not a nerd, not right here. This is Fly Guy. This is.
And I thought that,
Be
I'm
very
like,
careful.
what?
It's a long ride home. Be very careful.
He said, I thought.
You thought she was attractive?
Full figured. That wasn't my thing.
I was big.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's just as time went by, I was very competitive, and one day we went on a church outing, and she wanted me on. The other women wanted me on their team. She go, no, you can't have them.
Ooh.
Now tell them why they couldn't have.
Well, this is after she dissed you?
She wanted to win.
Right. We're competitive.
Okay,
We're
okay.
Competitive.
Okay.
You know, so she wanted to win, and I guess we kind of like grew on each other after that. So you know when you're young, it's my first girl actually, and you practice it in the mirror and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know what I would say to her because we were getting ready to go to college,
Okay.
and so it was November 16, 1986.
Wow.
It was about 4:30 in the afternoon. Her orientation at
Not
Pace
the time.
University. Pace
He
University.
ain't playing
Talk
no game.
about it.
Yeah.
Pace University.
Yeah, so I turned to her and I said, "Look, we've known each other for a little bit, so I'd like for you to be my girl." She said, "Okay." She didn't wait till I was finished. She said, "Okay."
Talk about it.
That's how you remember.
That's how it's
Uh-oh.
gonna go.
And that way, that's
Hey.
what it is right
Hey,
there.
we're not gonna have a Martin Gina moment when the stories is completely different. You know, Martin came in with the shoes and the hat.
With the saxophone.
Yeah.
Pure Mac, baby. Pure Mac. That's what
I'll
happened.
let them have it.
That's why I went down.
Excellent. That's what you said. That's his story, and he's sticking to it.
Oh, man. Now, we love in here.
Love it.
We love. Peace to Coach Meek on the check-in. And y'all just grow so gracefully, this styling. Every time I'm like, yo, they wear bucket hats like so fly. I'm like, your frame game is impeccable. Pastor John, I see you with your frames. You get busy. I'm telling you, it's Brooklyn to the fullest right there. And you still competitive. We see you out there competing against your daughters, like doing father-daughter
No, he
fundraising.
beat
What?
he beat you too. He beat
Thank
you.
you.
You went further, but he beat you.
Thank you. You saw what it finished.
Yeah, he got to the end first. I knew you was gonna say that.
I'm gonna connect you to my optometrist.
I
because
knew.
see you need to get your
I
eye
knew
checked
she
too.
was gonna say
Yeah.
that.
This is
I said I watched it 3 times.
She
I said
just
he
went
got
further.
you.
Okay.
He won.
No, she went further, but he won.
He won. You.
No.
He stopped
Wait,
at the
wait,
bottom.
wait.
Let her go. Let her go.
What
Let her go.
about this says that he won? Play.
Okay,
No,
let's
it's
see.
not the video. Y'all gotta follow. Y'all gotta like and subscribe.
Now we don't got proof.
We saw who won.
Thank you.
No, you're not.
Thank you.
Piece the Mizzle on the check-in.
Listen, hey, Pastor, it's not who. It's about who crossed the line first, not who won further.
Correct.
Yeah, you
That's
got
what
it.
it
Cross
is.
the line first.
And I try to explain to her just like the 100-meter dash, right?
Yeah.
When you cross that line, they still go a little further.
Yeah,
They don't just immediately
saw it.
stop,
Yeah.
right? They keep going a little further. I cross that line first.
Sir,
We got Canarsie in the building, Mizzle. We are here.
this is insane.
Hey,
What
listen.
happened? I'm
Y'all follow Pastor John. And y'all look for yourself.
Yeah.
Follow Pastor John and make your
Right.
own decision. I saw it.
It's right there.
Let
I'ma
these
leave it
people
alone.
Follow him and watch the video because we need clear proof.
Look, we saw it. If y'all follow, and y'all could check for your own eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And while y'all already looking at stuff, this what y'all could do on September 27th,
Yes. Community, y'all, for the community.
2025. Pastor, let us know where we need to be.
So, you want me to talk about it a little bit?
Yeah.
or-
Nah, it's your word.
So basically, this is a we just had Labor Day, right?
Yes.
And so Labor Day is a big thing. It has grown over the years. People come from all parts of the the globe just to be. in Brooklyn,
I've been
right?
to plenty of them.
Yeah, just for that alone. And what we're trying to do here basically is now that you see all the different costumes and the different backgrounds and the dancing and the culture and what have you, right? Now we want to bring the flavor to your palates, right? Because you have all type of different countries.
Yes.
But one will tell you that who has the best dish, who makes the best oxtail, who makes the best mac and cheese or macaroni pie. Well, West Indians, we don't say macaroni and cheese, right? We say macaroni pie because when you cut it, it's solid,
Yes.
right? As opposed to when you dip, like in a like a dish that has macaroni where it's kind of like loose, right? And even rice and peas. Not all countries cook rice and peas.
I was
the
going to
same
ask you
way.
now,
Yeah.
is it rice and peas or rice and beans?
Well, it's
Depends on where you come from.
That's what
yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
If you have culturally you're Hispanic, you're Spanish.
Yeah.
They'll say rice and beans.
Beans.
But those who are from Caribbean islands like St. Vincent, Trinidad, They'll say rice.
They said peas.
Right.
I just wanted to say that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What
No, no,
country?
absolutely.
What country is gonna have the best food?
Uh-oh,
I feel like
now-
the
now here
Jamaicans.
you
I
go.
feel like the Jamaicans are gonna say they gonna have the best.
Well, you know, Jamaica always have something to say about it, right?
Yeah.
Because you know, even back then, when I first came here, right, when I migrated to the United States,
Let them know where you from, Pat.
I'm from St. Vincent.
Okay.
So I'm Vincentian, right? St. Vincent and the Grenadines. That's where
Okay.
I'm from initially, where I was born, right? And you know, my parents, you know, my mother came here first, I believe in 77 and or 75, somewhere around there. And then my father joined her later on, like 3 years later. And, you know, then they sent for, you know, myself and my siblings, right? I have 3 other brothers and 1 sister. My last brother and my sister were born here. Point I'm trying to make is that when we first came here in going to junior high, it wasn't a big thing. West Indian, you know, people didn't know West Indians like that, right? I'm getting to the point, to the food part. They used to call me coconut.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they used to call me Haiti. They used to call me Jamaica. Nobody really knew about St. Vincent, you know, Barbados and the other islands, right? And so I even remember they even today now they sell the fish head. They eat the fish head. Back then they didn't eat the fish head, and they didn't know what oxtail was. Now oxtail, like you go in the store now to buy a plate of oxtail, it's like $30 for a plate.
Now you say that, like my
said,
parents
dang.
were from the South,
Yeah.
South Carolina.
Yeah,
I told people we were eating oxtails when I was a kid,
yeah,
but only Southern people
Right.
ate the oxtails.
Right.
People from the North didn't know. It was the cheap meat.
right,
Right.
They didn't ran the price up, made it a
Crazy.
delicacy, just like crab
Correct.
legs. Nobody was eating
Correct.
crab legs.
correct.
All of a sudden now the price done shot up because
Right.
once the white folks get it.
That's it. That's
Real
it.
talk.
So it's a big thing. So
Real talk.
so
I feel like the people got their PPP loan and then everybody opened up a crab joint, and I was like, what?
Yeah, there's a whole
Yeah.
bunch of them now.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
just started though. I remember they was going like for $35 a pound. I see that.
Yeah.
Hold up, we got Bobby Stone on the check-in. We got $500,000 motto on the check-in. Bobby said, "I will be there. I want 5 plates. One from Trini, 1 from Jamaica, 1 from St.
Ooh.
Vincent, 1 from Belize, and 1 from Panama." Ooh, that just sounds good.
We don't got Belize.
Oh,
Let's not falsely market here.
they said nobody from Belize is gonna be there. Bobby, ooh,
Maybe
protest.
I could reach out. I can see what happened.
Oh, yeah?
I'll find out.
Okay.
I'm not promising anything, Bobby, but you know I'll check for you. Yes, sir.
Pastor John, what is a staple of besides rice and peas? What's the staple of food from St. Vincent?
From St. Vincent, that would be we call it it's like provision, right? Like steamed provisions.
I got you.
Breadfruit. That's our
Yeah,
national.
I
that's our
cook. I
national.
got you.
Yeah. With jack, it's called like jackfish or like herring. It's like herring.
Okay.
You know?
Now is it do they cook it whole or they fillet it? They just cook it whole.
They usually do it whole.
Okay.
They usually do it whole. And that's the funny thing too, because again, right? You have some countries when they do rice and peas, they put, you know, like the coconut in
Coconut water, yeah.
right? They put that coconut in there.
Yeah.
It gives that nice moisture where it's not hard or anything like
Right.
that. You ever notice when you go to different restaurants, like it's rice and peas, why is it so hard? And then other restaurants you may have gone to, it's so tender.
Yeah.
You know, that's because they put that coconut in there. You know, that
Gotcha.
makes it moist. And it's the same thing with oxtail. Not everybody knows how to.
It's
prepare
different
oxtail,
types
right?
of oxtail. Like
Right.
the southern oxtail is different than the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like the southern oxtail, the sauce is red,
Yeah,
and the Caribbean is brown.
brown is stew.
It's
Yeah,
stew.
it's
Yeah.
stew.
You should have brought some.
Well, I know how to make it.
How we supposed to know what you're talking about if you don't bring it?
Oh, next time y'all come through. Next time y'all first, look,
Thank you, Phil.
look. Barry is a super dope chef. He gets busy in the
Yeah.
kitchen. What y'all want? Y'all want gumbo? What y'all want? Y'all want like
You
the
whip it
like
up.
the seafood pots? Yeah, he gets busy. He said, "Rasta make the best food." Discussion done. That's Bobby on it. Nah, Barry definitely gets busy. Bobby gets busy. Desserts. Who has the best desserts? Because I'm sure there's gonna be people with desserts here.
Yeah.
Which country is going to have the best
I
desserts?
don't know.
You-
That's a
That's
good
gonna be-
question,
that's gonna be-
right? Because
Rice pudding, right?
Well, the only reason why I say that's like a really tough one because it's so rounded.
The gumbo's crazy, Bobby.
You know, with people who know how to bake,
Right.
right? That's a tough one.
That's my weakness, really. To be honest with you, baking.
Yeah,
it's not easy.
It's
man.
not easy, and that's a tough one. So
Right.
we can't really put our finger and say, well, you know, St. Lucia has the best, you know, desserts when it comes to, you know, cake and stuff like that.
I just want some
But
ginger.
there
but
varies, but there are various. The thing is that each country has like
Yeah.
their various things.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
St. Vincent will have what we call fudge,
Or the black cake.
or the black cake. But everybody does black cake. But everybody does.
Is that the
differently.
gingerbread kind of like?
No, black cake is black.
Black
It's
cake.
just black.
Yeah.
Soaked in rum.
And it's so good.
I love it.
See,
You never had it?
I had rum cake. I don't know if it's the same.
Was it black?
Was it black?
It was really dark.
Then
that's
rum
what it
cake.
was.
Then it was black cake.
Okay.
That's what
okay.
it's called.
You
Right?
go to
I got
any-
it
you go to
from-
any West Indian wedding.
Yeah.
You getting a
She
piece
was
of black cake.
Trinidadian, but it
You
was
gotta
really
have black
dark.
cake.
That's
And
what
it was like
That's what it was.
leaking.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, they'll let the fruit soak for a
whole
year.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See-
Yeah,
see-
just for
No,
the-
it was
just
strong.
It was strong?
Yeah.
It
And
was
then
really
once it's
strong.
Black
baked-
cake.
Once it's baked, they pour more wine.
So that's why it was
More.
leaking when I got it.
Probably.
If I'm not mistaken, St. Vincent has the strongest rum there is. because
Yes,
of
we
the
do.
Oh.
What's the name of it?
Sunset.
Sunset.
Yes, sir.
Can we buy it here?
Hole in your chest.
Is there gonna be sunset
Can we
nutcrackers
get it
there? No,
here?
I'm messing with y'all. I'm messing with y'all.
No, you might
You
have to
don't
get it
want that.
imported. I don't think they
You're
sell
like,
it here.
no.
They do have it
No,
here
no.
in the
Yes,
shops.
absolutely.
They sell it
Okay,
in the
so
stores?
Sunset.
Sunset?
Yeah.
Sunset.
Is it rum or
You
vodka?
know what they call moonshine?
Yeah.
Yes.
You
It's
ever
stronger
had
than that.
moonshine?
Yes, I did.
Well, it's
I've been to
stronger than that.
Mississippi. I had it fresh out the steel.
Well,
The guy
it's
was
strong.
staring at it like, whoa, wait a
It's-
minute.
it's- yeah.
It was still warm when I had it.
Yeah,
stronger than
it's stronger than that. Yeah.
You know,
Night.
you know.
That's all I remember. I was gone.
I'm
Just
asking.
sit.
I'm asking about desserts because I was intrigued by something I saw. I love like knowing about the best places to get the best wherever we go, and I came across this with the best cakes in Brooklyn, and it said Mrs. Maxwell's Bakery.
Oh, you got that. I know you got that.
You know where I got this from. So I'm asking, see, what makes this Mrs. Maxwell's Bakery so good with the goods?
To be truthfully honest, Mrs. Maxwell has been around for a very, very long time. It used to be on Atlantic Avenue and what's that? In Pennsylvania or anyway.
Felicia's, I don't know, that's your
It
stuff,
opened
mommy.
for a very, very long time, and then they
go
closed
somewhere
it down.
Yeah.
And you went to anybody's party, kids' party, function, they always got a Maxwell cake.
Or Cake Man Raven.
Or Cake Man Raven. But Maxwell came before Cake Man Raven. And so
Uh-oh.
they closed it down for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day we were on our way to the mall.
Yeah.
And I said, what? They reopened Maxwell?
Yeah.
The cake, me personally, I mean, it's okay.
Careful now, don't get
I know. It's a very moist cake. It's a moist cake, soft cake. A lot of people love it.
Price is okay?
Price is never okay. But, I haven't been there since it
That's
opened.
the economy we live in. my
You
friend.
are
doubt.
right about
No
that.
doubt.
Everything's different.
Everything.
I just got a question but I know we doing with food, but
Now we'll go wherever you want, B. Yeah.
motivational speaking,
Yes,
right? Did that start before you became a pastor, or that was something it became a part of your ministry?
I think it became a part of me as I grew, because you would often hear people say they grew up in church, right?
Right.
And so even sometimes when you stray when you get older, that that upbringing that has been instilled in you, right? It never leaves you, right?
Right.
Not to get too churchy, the prodigal son.
Get
you know?
churchy,
Go wherever
man.
you want to
Get
go.
churchy, man.
we are. It says Pastor John. They know what they watching right now.
Get
They
churchy.
know where we are.
Get church.
We need a lot of prayer over here.
I grew up,
Especially this one right here.
Pentecostal.
Yeah.
My mother and father were both pastors.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, so you're peaking.
So
Yes.
so the when kids get a certain age, they tend to challenge their parents, right?
Amen.
And so,
Amen.
with the son, the younger, and it's always like the younger one, right, or the middle child, what have you, right? That it's like, look, I don't want to adhere to these rules, or I just want to do my own thing, right? And so, when you study the Jewish culture, right? At 12, that's when they have what is called the bar mitzvah, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
The celebration in which a 12-year-old becomes a man. He's able to conduct his own business, what have you, right? And so he knew his father had this money laid up for him, his inheritance. And, he didn't want to do house rules and things, just like we can relate, just like today. So, he bugged him. The father gave it to him. He left. And the word of God said he tried everything. And sometimes people only know you when you have stuff, right?
The
People,
prodigal stuff.
yeah, and they stretch your hand. But the moment now you look around and you trying to get help, the same people that you helped who had their hands out are the same ones that turned their back on you. So sometimes you got to know who your friends are. You got to know who your circles are. That's why I will always say you have friends and you have acquaintances. You don't have too many friends, but you have a lot of acquaintances. Acquaintances try to attach to you because of base of who you are, what you have in your stature. Entourage, we see it all the time, right, with rappers and stuff like that. But the moment they cut that off, what happens? You start losing them left and right.
Yeah.
So the word said when he came to himself, which means he that stuff that he learned when he was little, it stayed with him. And he said, look, man, I can't take this out here. It's best if I just go back. Even if I become a servant, I'll be good with that. So to your question, it became that, motivational, encouraging, always been someone who has been where young people gravitate, to me, right? Because people will gravitate to you if you have something to offer.
Right.
And I'm not talking about, material stuff. I'm talking about, words of encouragement and wisdom and what have you, right? And the most important thing, too, in helping those that needs help is to listen first. A lot of times we're quick to give advice or judge, because we're not looking at the whole picture or we're not trying to receive the whole picture, right? And sometimes people don't want you to say anything. They just want you to listen.
Right.
So that's something that has really become a part of who I am. Again, growing up in church, I even left the church. We don't talk about it much. When you were giving us accolade earlier, I was going to say, it's not how long you've been married. We've been married 37 years, but it's not the length, it's the substance. People have been married for years and they're miserable. And some people refuse to break up because they want to save face,
They're
right?
comfortable, too.
Yeah. And so, what happens, you become a little too relaxed. And you figure, well, that's just the way he is. That's how she is. And you're willing to compromise who you are.
You're thinking about family as well.
Yes.
And you're like, okay, we're together, but the family expects us to stay this way.
Right.
But
then you're living in a toxic relationship, in a toxic home, and that's why a lot of times teenagers, you're trying to put your finger on exactly what's wrong. Sometimes when you see kids acting out, there's a reason why they're acting out.
Yeah.
There are kids that come from good homes, but they're acting out because something is wrong. There are kids that come from broken homes, they're acting out.
He got
Excellent.
bars, so
Yeah,
Like look at like me and Jay, like he's still in it, but we were in the. I was a educator for 13 years, and I switched professions. He's still in it.
Yeah.
And I didn't even plan on being in the profession of dealing with people's kids and stuff like that. I didn't think I think I had the patience.
Right.
But like you said, the way we spoke, I started noticing they were listening.
Right.
And I'm like, man, these kids are listening.
Right.
I'm like, I thought they didn't listen to nobody.
Right.
And they would listen to me. I had parents calling me like, can you tell him to do this? Because he's not listening to me.
Right.
we got one of
And
the
I'm
parents
like,
right here
what?
on the side.
I'm like,
That
No,
just
it's true.
take control.
And I'm like, really? Your kid listen to me before you? How? I'm not feeding them. So I'm thinking. But they're like, no, the way you're coming for them.
Correct.
They understand. They understand your story. They see maybe a potential in themselves through you. And that made me become a better teacher.
Yeah.
Because before that, I ain't going to lie, I was just like, man, I want to do something different.
Right.
I'm going to get into it. I'll see. But then when the substance of the children responding to me made me love it.
Yeah.
And I became a coach and everything like that. And coaching was a whole nother ball.
Yeah, of course.
If I could just coach for a living, I would. Because I had so much fun and I understand how to relate to them, like what you're saying now.
Right.
So that's why I asked you, did it come before? Because you sound like you were an educator at one time and then got into preaching.
It's funny? It was always there. It just had to, sometimes you have something inside of you, right? And it just had to be pulled out, right? My mother said when I was little, 2, 3 years old, right? I used to line up the pots and pans and preach to them. And no, I'm serious. Dude. Take the spoon and.
Oh, you was in church.
Yes. So she said that I used to preach to the empty chairs. I used to preach to the pots and pans and stuff like that. So, really didn't become serious, with ministry, with God until, pretty much before, I met my future wife, right?
Okay.
And so, it was there, and that's when one day so even at a young age we were thrust into ministry, right?
Okay.
And I'm talking about on the front line. Brooklyn, right? You familiar with Brooklyn?
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the hospital?
St. John's. It's St. John's. It was St. John's
on
Hospital,
Albany.
but now it's called Interfaith on Troy and Atlantic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
there.
so right off there. So there was
Zoo.
there was a
Detox.
side, and there was what was the
It
other
was
side?
detox. One was alcohol, and one
And was
like
drugs, the hard
hardcore
drugs. Yeah. And my father one day he says, "You're gonna be speaking today." I'm like, "What?"
Really?
Yeah, he just threw me before all the wolves, and but here's what happened though.
Hold that, Felicia.
In speaking,
Back to you.
I was nervous, as heck, right?
Mhm.
But after I began to speak, right, people stopped what they was doing and they started listening, and so it was right from there I realized I have something inside of me to offer,
Okay.
So it was always there,
Mhm.
but then it became more evident, from that point on, and so we've always worked with young people.
Excellent.
And that's a good thing. But you're right. Sometimes you know what it is. I compare it to a coach.
Mhm.
You still could be doing the X and O's, but it's that voice. They're just tired of the voice.
It was crazy because you said X and O's. That was the easy part.
Yeah,
I ended up being like a counselor,
yeah,
a big brother,
Yeah.
an uncle.
yeah.
Because I started to be able to. I tell people my superpower is I can read body language.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know I had it until I started coaching.
Right.
I could look at a kid and be like, something's wrong.
right, right.
And I would go over to him and be like, are you ready to play today? He'd be like, yeah. I'm like, but what's up?
You know something.
Then he would say, yeah, something that happened at home.
Right.
And that's when I'm like, wow, I got the sense.
Yeah.
And that's what I said. That's why I think my success as a coach came from I understood the person.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, today is not your day.
Right.
Take a seat.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't get upset because they knew I knew.
Right.
But like I said, I 100%, just wanted to see how did you figure it out. 'Cause
Yeah.
it was something that was a superpower I called that I didn't know I had
Right.
until I tapped into it. Because I would have never known if I'd have stayed in my other profession.
Right.
And Miss Cece, are you the same? Are you also speaking to the young ladies out here?
Pretty much to the point. Well, I'm gonna be. To be honest, I wasn't that acceptive in the beginning.
Mhm.
When we used to go to this other church that we were the youth pastors at in Brooklyn, he used to go, and this is before we became youth pastors. He used to always go to the service, the Friday night service, to see about the young people, and I would say, "You go on ahead. I'll stay home." And he would no, we should be doing this together. I said, yeah, I can't deal with those young people. They from a different cloth that I'm not down with.
Mhm.
So, he would go, and then one Sunday, this lady at our church, she's one of the mothers, she says, "I want to speak to you for a moment." And I said, "Okay." And she says, so another part of our story that you might not know is that we lost a little girl when she was 3 years old in a car
Sorry to
accident.
hear that. Wow.
And I think by the time she had spoke to us, I think it had been already 2 years that she had passed away.
Yeah.
And so she came up to me and she says, I have a word for you from the Lord, and I want to give it to you. And I said, okay. So she says, the daughter that you have lost, she said that you may have lost one child, but you're the mother to many.
Mhm.
And God is ordaining this time for you to be that support for our young people. And I looked at her and I'm like, were you under my bed when I was just telling this man I don't want nothing to do with these young people? But because I have always been obedient to the calling of God,
Mhm.
I had no choice but to repent and say, okay, God, if this is where you need me to be, then this is what I need to be. And I must say, when there's something in you
Mhm.
to be offered to young people or people in general, God fosters it because it comes natural.
Right.
It comes so natural.
Mm-hmm.
And so, it went from me not wanting anything to do with that part of ministry to it's what we live and breathe. Down from us to all of our children. She can tell you they've been in ministry since the age of 9, 10?
What?
I don't know.
I preached my first word at 14.
No, but before that you were in ministry.
No.
Yes. No.
She said, no, I was not.
Okay.
It's funny.
Okay.
I definitely
Now,
like
you know what?
that.
The thing that you said that hit me was that you listen to your calling.
Right.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people fight it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's there.
It's
Yeah.
there.
When you hear people say, and we talk about this all the time.
Yeah.
If you hear a person say to you, "I always want to be a pastor.
Yeah.
I always want to
You
be a
got-
minister,"
you gotta watch.
you run. You run from
Yeah.
them people.
Say you run for them.
You run from that because we always say that even in the Bible, no one ever ran into ministry. Everybody ran away from it.
Right.
And
Right.
you are talking about, I always want to be a pastor and to be oversee people. Like, okay, but good for you.
And that's why I said when I got to teaching, I swore I never did with them kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it fell in my lap because one day somebody said, Barry, I got a job opening for you. I said, oh my God. Man, you could be a substitute. I said, gee, I'm gonna get fired. I'm like, but then when I got there, it was like totally different.
Yeah.
Yep.
So now Felicia, Felicia, I'm sorry.
I said Felicia the first time
Felicia,
too.
I'm
She
sorry.
ain't correct me. She
I'm sorry,
said,
she fancy.
but yo,
She fancy.
You
I'm
see the
sorry.
nails?
I'm sorry, she fancy. I see
See the
it.
nails? We see the
I
nails.
see it. My bad,
See
Felicia.
the Jewel? She gets busy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
She from Brooklyn though. I don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean? Like,
Felicia, did your parents influence you to get into wanting to speak to people?
They did their best. And the thing is, my late grandmother.
let's put the mic a little bit closer to make sure everybody.
My late grandmother and my grandfather on dad's side, and then my grandmother on mom's side, all ministers.
Mm-hmm.
And then I ended up being birthed to two parents who are ministers. And so everyone goes, oh, you must be a... And I'm like, excuse me? That's not me. No, that's not me. That's not me. And I remember one day we were all together in the family room. And at the time, at the height of the war going on in Iraq, mom and dad turned to each other and, they were talking about the news. And they said, wait a minute, have you guys ever given your life to Christ? We're like, what's that? And they led us in the sinner's prayer, and we ended up giving out, me, my sister, and I. Yeah, we gave our life to Christ. And so that's when, we got into ministry, and I was part of the youth ministry with my mom and dad being the youth pastors. We went on a missionary trip, and for those who don't know what missionary trip, it's when you travel to different parts of the world to share the gospel. The gospel is the good news, so you tell folks about Jesus, the fact that he died for your sin, and you hope to be able to share with them that God loves you so much that he gave his only begotten son that you could be given a chance to make it into heaven.
Yes.
And at 13, we were in St. Lucia, and they said, you go and preach. I said, that.
In St. Lucia.
I didn't get that call. I didn't get that
Y'all
call.
gonna be, this the trip. Okay.
Yeah, we were
nothing.
in St. Lucia.
She said, I'm on vacation. What are y'all talking about?
That's what I'm thinking, like,
right?
you
I
know.
was like, hold on. I thought I was
By
going
the
to see
beach.
some sights, maybe hand out some pamphlets. I didn't know that I said, all right, okay. I was like, but I don't know what to do though. They were like, you're gonna be fine. You can do this. And so I actually preached this word again on Sunday. I came from Luke chapter 15 regarding the shepherd who left his 99 to go after the one that got away.
Yes.
And my encouragement to the people is that, yes, God has a lot of people singing songs and he has people preaching the word, but you matter. And maybe your mom didn't want you, maybe your dad didn't want you, but God wants you. God loves you.
You matter.
Jesus loves you. And so after preaching that word, they looked at each other, they were like, oh, she's an evangelist.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what's that? I'm like, and to this day, it's like you can't shake this thing off, but the more you try to run from something, it's like, oh, no matter which avenue you turn, you're going to run into it.
Right.
And I have no regrets because my yes means that there are not only, young people and adolescents who are free, but anyone connected to me, they can't help but be affected by the Christ who lives in me. So, no regrets.
Excellent. That is beautiful.
B, you mentioned a great point. Thank you all, y'all. Y'all are just, y'all talking to him. B, you mentioned earlier, talking about Pastor John with his motivational speaking, and when I was saying he does the digital creator, so you can see him every day, every hour he's posted something,
Every day.
every single day, and
Every
it's dope, and I told you he got bars.
That resonates with what's happening in the times.
Absolutely,
Like that makes that humanizes him.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people look at religion as you can't do this, you can't. It's all about what you can't do. People focus more on religion, what you can't do, what you're not supposed to do, than what you should be doing. And I watched a lot, and it was like, he normalizing. It's okay to be righteous. Just like my school was Cedar Brook School, and the slogan was, "It's cool to be smart," because people knew the answers and they didn't want to raise their hand because now you're the nerd.
Yeah.
Me, being the guy who I was, I sit in the front because I was an athlete and everything like that. I sit in the front, raise my hand. I wanted to answer all the questions. Barry, we're not calling on you no more. We go to point to the person in the back hiding. So, but I'm just saying everybody's not built that way. I knew from an early age I wanted to be showing out.
Right.
Yeah, I know the answer to everything. No, we don't want to ask you no more. I ain't asking you. People want to read. Yeah, me, I read. No. Some people, they pick the worst reader in the class. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm right here.
Yeah.
B.
You know what I mean? But yeah, that's what I love about it.
Great point, B. And they picked the wrong person. Well, not the wrong person. They picked the person who's not the best.
Just trying to push him.
Trying to push him.
Or her.
Pastor John, you had this quote, and it said, "Face it, don't fake it." He said, because a lot of people fake it till you make it.
Now you can't do it.
And
I like
and
that.
And when I'm watching that, when I'm like,
that was funny too.
Yo, it was cool. Because what you keep hearing is fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it. Like, that is what we hear all the time.
That was a slogan.
That was a slogan.
The mantra.
Yeah. Oh, you get a point for mantra.
It was because it was like, listen, if somebody give you a job that you didn't earn,
fake it till you make it.
You had to fake it until you learned it. That's nepotism, right?
Yeah.
So that's what that was the slogan, nepotism. So I give my son a job, he don't know what's going on.
Right.
Fake it until you learn it.
Right.
That was the thing, but now that don't work in life.
Face it, don't fake
I
it.
just
Can you?
I want to play Scrabble with you.
Me?
Oh, nah, he getting off.
You pulling the word.
That won't be me. I got like 2 points. That's it. Can you break that down when you put the face it?
Yeah,
don't
absolutely.
fake it.
So, like we hear that cliche a lot, right? And it's coming from the pulpit. It's coming from people who, they're also climbing the ladder, right? And they're telling people, look, just because you're broke, you don't have to act broke. Yes, it's everything that you do has to start with the mind, right? It's how you think, and not only how you think, but how you respond and how you're going to act, according to your next move. So, that came to me and I said, I have to dispel this because, and I don't care if you're a pastor, bishop, what have you, right? If we claim to serve a God who is a God of substance and a God who produces and provides and, gives and protects, right? God is real. So then why are we faking to be something that we're not, right? You go to Canal Street, they got all the knockoffs, right? With the bags and the shoes and what have you, right? So
Coach on Canal.
The good
little
stuff.
Gucci.
They got the good stuff.
Right.
I missed the old Canal Street, y'all.
So now they're telling you that, okay, if you don't have it, you can fake it. Well, what's there to fake, right? Because you're pretending to be something that you're not. You're acting to do things that it's not in your capability of doing those things. Right. I say until you're able to, you continue working on those crafts until you can achieve it and perfect it, right? And I will always say, and I'll come back to my point, I will always say that, people would always say, practice make perfect. No, I'll dispel that again too. It's what you do is what you continue to do, because you will never be perfect at
Right.
something, right? So you're not practicing to be perfect. What you're doing is you continue to produce so that when you get to wherever it is that you need to accomplish, you say, okay, that's one check off the mark. Now, to the point. When you're saying that you're faking it until you make it, you're pretending to be something you're not. You're acting to be something that you're not, right? You put on this facade and with people that you're not. We've seen movies and stuff like that, right? Where a guy wants to impress a girl.
Yeah.
You know he can't pay for that, $150 meal or
How
crab.
long can you
or
keep
two
it
cents.
up, right?
Right. So, and so you can't afford it. So, why go through the headache of doing that? And then she ends up, dumping you because she's about the material stuff and status anyway, right? I say humble beginnings. I say face it until you make it. In other words, there's going to be adversity. There's going to be struggles. There's going to be setback. But everything that you go through, right, you're not being set up to fall. You're being set up, amen, so that you can succeed. Because when you come through it, you can look back and see the struggles that you've been through, all the heartaches, all the disappointments. So that now, I preached a message yesterday. I talked about the 3 type of runners: the sprinter, the marathon runner, the sprinter,
Distance.
the the sprinter, the relay,
Yeah.
and then the marathon. Sprinter, and I compare it spiritual, just like the natural. People want to do things quick. They want it now. They want the microwave.
Instant gratification.
Yes, right?
Yeah.
And sometimes we got to be careful we don't get sucked into that because I once saw a book that says, I have, here are the secret ingredients to being rich, right? Buy my book.
I see that all the time on my timeline.
You understand what I'm
They
saying?
tell you everything about what you need to know,
right.
though.
But if you buy the book, you're making that person rich, right?
Making that one rich.
So everybody wants it now. We
Yes.
are in like a now moment where everybody wants it now. Nobody wants to go through the process. Nobody wants to go through, we're not saying that you're going to struggle all your life or what have you, right? But nobody wants to go through that. And so then you have the relay. The relay is you pass it to the next person, right? And sometimes we get insecure because we feel like we don't want to give up our spot, so we don't want to let go. But the only way you can let go, like you're a coach and a teacher and an inspirational motivator, is that when you pass it to the next person, you want that person to be even better than you.
Of course.
And I tell my son all the time, as good as I am, I'll never be great. I'll be, I want to be good at things. Great at some things, you'll never be great at everything, but everything that I learn and that I have learned from my past motivators and my father, I pass down to you, and I want you to be a better man than I am.
Yeah, that's the goal.
Okay, that's the relay,
Right?
generation to generation.
Excellent. I like that.
But then you have the marathon. In the marathon, sometimes there'll be people cheering you on along the way, but it comes a point now where you're running. Where the nights are cold, because remember, the marathon is like any condition. You can only do the sprint on dry turf. You could
It's
only
the track
do
man right here.
That's right.
National champion.
Yeah, you do the relay, nice turf, but then it's over. The marathon is something of endurance. You're gonna go through some stuff.
Yeah.
You're gonna some highs. You're
A
gonna
lot
have
of
some
pain.
lows. You're gonna have some pains.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry sometimes. Sometimes you feel like you're all by
I was
yourself.
gonna say the loneliness.
That's right.
Yeah.
And then, even in the beginning, sometimes you have people on the side, they're handing you some water, Gatorade, or whatever. There's coming a time when there's nobody going to be there. And sometimes you look back over your shoulder saying, well, where are the people that's supposed to be there? Sometimes there's nobody's going to be there in your corner, but you got to keep going because it's about endurance. So you have to face whatever adversity, whatever you're going through, you have to face it until you make it. You can't fake it because fake recognize fake, real recognize real. And if you set up to be something you're not,
That's excellent right there.
One thing that I feel you and Barry both have in common. I'm not going to exclude myself at times when we have when we influence just people.
yeah.
The fly, and you are a very fly man.
Yeah.
You all like just check the fit. You took my my place in the Earth Day fashion show. It's coming back again
Yeah, I saw
in
the
2025. It's coming back. Hopefully I get a spot.
2026.
2026. There you go. Thank you, Felicia. It's coming back. Hopefully, I'll be in the 2026. Hopefully, Bobby Stone. Let's see.
Felicia, Felicia, you gonna be in it?
We'll see.
We'll see, Bobby.
He's been trying for 2 years.
Hold on. He
Wait a
tries
minute.
for you.
Yeah.
Hold on. Whoa, Bobby.
He should've
Hold
never
up.
said
He
that.
tries for you, but kicks me out. That's what he does.
Oh,
B, I got you, B. I got you, B.
She didn't have to tell him.
Appearance. Appearance. How much does the appearance play a part of attraction, especially with the youth? Like I said, I'm looking right at your feet. I'm like, yo, you got some fresh kicks right there. So I know the
She's like, why are you doing this to us?
it's the truth, Felicia.
Because I'm the photographer, so I know.
So Felicia, are you coaching them at the time, or it's already in your pops?
Are you the designer?
No.
No, not the
I'm
designer.
not part of that part. That's all him.
That's him. Okay,
But
okay.
as far as like posing and letting him know, like, no, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do this, and now I was like, wait, let me get a boomerang, and now if I'm not in church to do it for him, he's like, oh, you guys are fired. What's Felicia?
Oh no, Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
Fired. Oh man, but no,
I particularly like that gray suit you had.
nah, you
Yeah,
get
the gray
busy.
one was
The-
fire.
can-
That's my color.
the attraction. Do you see like it's an attraction when you're looking good out there?
It is, yeah. And so when folks are like, oh, so what are you looking for in a man? I'm like, you see my daddy?
There you go.
I was like, all right.
One more question for me.
Yes.
They even look good in AI, y'all. Y'all see it? My bad, B. They look
No, that's that.
You see what I wrote though, right?
Yeah,
Oh, did.
yeah. Click it back.
He said, I told my wife, C. John, she should embrace her mistakes. And she hugged me. The comedy throughout. Y'all, make sure y'all follow Elder Ronald John. This is his page right here.
Yes.
If y'all need inspiration, if you need comedy motivation, all of that.
All of
Follow this page because I'm
might need some fashion advice. He
all
got
of that.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
all on the page. I'm trying digital content. It's all here. You can hire him. He, consultations, all that stuff. Hit the DM and all that. Felicia Jack, that's yours, right?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah,
So then you're gonna have to follow you too. Like,
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah.
Chef Faye. That's what I am
she's
on
a chef.
Instagram.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
oh, you said a gumbo. What? Hold up. Do you know the? I don't know if you know who makes the best gumbo over here on planet Earth.
I see him stretching.
I'm just saying, like
So we might have to put him down for culture.
Uh-oh, Pastor,
No,
she
we
ain't
might
getting
need
there
a
yet.
cook-off.
Pastor, she ain't
The
good.
cook.
How about a cook together? How about that?
I like
Okay,
that
I
right
like
there.
Yeah.
I like that.
Unity. He said.
Let's come up
there
with
is
a,
strength
let's come
in
up with a
unity.
menu.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. Sunday dinner?
You could do that.
Yeah.
Hold up. Did you see the competitive note? Just be like, she's up Sunday dinner.
Marriage.
That's what you want?
No, I
No,
love-
we start nice at first.
Start on
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. And it's like, try this.
Yeah, we start nice at first and then we go
That's how
in.
we do it.
Yeah.
Well, Pastor, one thing I wanted to ask you,
Yes, sir.
right? Your ministry, is it in a location or you move from place to place?
No. So basically, where I'm at, I'm not the senior pastor.
Okay.
I'm the executive pastor
Okay.
at Faith Assemblies of God.
Where?
Under Carlos Haynes. He's the overseer.
Can you give the address?
Yeah, 1014 Gates Avenue in
Between-
Brooklyn, between Ralph and Broadway. 1014 Gates Avenue
Good job.
in Brooklyn, between Ralph and Broadway.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Go out, and I do. Whenever like if I go to a service and
Yes.
somebody hears me, they'll say, "Hey, we have something coming up. We'd love for you to be our speaker. What have you?"
What time is service?
Usually from 9:30 to 11. We out.
Okay.
Not 9-ish, y'all. 9:30.
That's
They
all you
are
got
on time.
For all you football fans, you heard it, right?
Yeah. So
Okay,
there's still
come
plenty
praise
of
the
time
Lord
to go
and
home
then
and
Come
get
praise
that.
the Lord and then go
Yeah.
eat your wings
That's it.
Yep.
and get you ready for the games.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
So
But the heart and soul of what we do there is our food pantry.
Okay.
And it's,
Bobby was mentioning the
yeah,
food
it's,
pantry.
It's well talked about, with all the other pantries, because Brooklyn pretty much, in a 5-mile radius you can find 3 pantries, right?
Mhm.
I mean, it's kind of like sad that the country the way that it's going. Two of the main things that concern me a lot is mental illness, and hunger. Those are the two, and it seems like nobody's really paying attention to it, right? Everybody seems to be out for their own pocket or themselves.
Right.
Homeless, I take it very seriously. So our pantry, we make sure that whoever comes in, no one is turned away. I don't care what you look like, how you smell.
Okay.
Of course, you're going to get people that try to run game on you, right? Like
Yeah.
trying to catch a Long Island Railroad, so I need $15, what have you. But we know, right? So we know. But the food, the groceries, we give out a lot. But the food, when you see Asian people extending their hand, it's not like we're saying, here, take this.
The hot meals.
They're coming to collect the hot meal. Yeah. It's good, and it's been talked about.
Because it's home cooked food.
It's
so
home cooked. It's cooked on the premise. Yeah.
This is every day?
No.
Saturdays.
Just Saturdays.
Saturdays. Yeah.
What
I
time?
want to clear this up because there's some people looking now like
So-
I'm about to head to Brooklyn.
We close for the summer season so that everyone has an opportunity to reset, revitalize, be with their family, and then we reopen the second weekend in October. So from October to the last weekend in June, we run pantry every Saturday with the exception of holiday weekends. And so hot meals being spearheaded by my grandmother, mom's mom, stewed chicken, rice and peas, macaroni pie, mashed potatoes and gravy, spaghetti and ground beef, and everything is
Sounds
seasoned
great.
in the week.
We could take a date
so
to.
that-
My fault. We just talk about fake it till you make it. Face it. I want to face it. Like
No, you're more than welcome. And as a matter of fact, with us getting, currently strategizing for the upcoming season, we're wondering how do we get more volunteers to come and help not only in the kitchen but with the operational side, because folks are getting older.
Yes.
It's a little bit harder to stir the pot, and so we need some young able men to come on
y'all hear
down
that?
and help.
No doubt.
where are we
No
going?
doubt.
Where do we have to go?
1014 Gates
1014
Avenue.
Same place. Okay.
Yeah.
Now-
And
Cooks.
just so I didn't hear either one of you mention that we do
Make sure we
serve-
got
Mike.
Oh, I'm sorry. We do serve over 300 families. every
Wow.
Yeah, every
Saturday.
Saturday.
So that's 300 families that we give in the groceries and over almost 350
And children, too.
families, including children,
Yeah.
for the hot meals.
In addition.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Now, during the pantry, is there anything going on? Are y'all like speaking? Anybody singing? Any entertainment going on at the time?
Before COVID, we used to let the folks come in and open up the sanctuary so that they can come. That was before COVID.
Okay.
What was happening is that people, of course, all walks of life, right?
Right.
The chairs will get messed up, or they'll bring food in and mess it up. Gum, stick it on the chair.
Yeah, I
right?
got you.
You'll never get it across the board where people are going to respect,
Right.
the space. After COVID, though, we stopped.
What about outside though? You never thought about just doing it outside if the weather's nice?
Okay. So you're talking about evangelizing or doing
Either one.
doing the,
Evangelizing or somebody or singing or
Well, okay. So
musicians.
we
whatever.
we don't like literally like sing and what have you, but we do give words of encouragement.
Okay.
We know that today you got people serve all different type of
Yes.
sources, being what have you, right? They're entitled. We believe what we believe. We
Oh,
share
I get
we
what you're
believe.
saying.
Yeah,
People don't want to hear it.
correct.
I
Not
got
every
you. I got you.
because of so many different types of beliefs and
I
what have you.
understand. Yes, I understand.
Speaking of music, we're gonna have two more things before we let y'all go. And once again, thank y'all for coming out.
Thank you for having us.
We truly appreciate it. Salute to brother Bobby Stone one more time.
Thank you, Bobby.
When I listen to some of the posts that you guys have put up, it's a lot of music, and I'm like, "Dad, he know this? How you know? I don't know this."
No,
right
the Biggie
here.
museum.
Had the Biggie, had
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
the,
yeah.
like, the Biggie I can get, but then it was somebody. I'm like, that was Felicia right there. She knew that. Well, I'm like, who knows this song right here? So I gotta ask y'all, when it comes to Brooklyn MCs, right here, we got a few. Just quick.
You setting us up.
Yeah,
I would,
You setting
I would
us up
never,
with this lineup.
I would never.
Yeah, you are.
Me?
You got to make a decision.
No,
We got.
you are.
I'm not saying who's the best. Just if y'all want to say some brief, what did
That's
these?
crazy.
Any one of
Now,
these?
top left, y'all. Who's that?
I'm
That's
just saying.
Bobby.
Hey, here we go.
Hey.
Can we say what Brother Bobby Stone means to you? How did y'all meet? Because we got some of the best MCs in Brooklyn right here. We
Yeah.
got Bobby Stone. We
Yeah.
got Jay-Z. We got Big Daddy Kane.
Daddy Kane.
I think, did he go to Tilden?
Young
Special
MC.
ed? Special ed right there. And we got Biggie Smalls,
Smalls,
Notorious
yeah.
B.I.G.
Yeah.
You know, briefly, if y'all want to get some words of what these MCs, because this is Brooklyn at a certain time and still Brooklyn right now.
Yeah.
Anybody.
If we could.
Just say some brief words of what you think about these MCs, how they
He really
favorite
wanted
song.
you to say who was the best.
I wouldn't say Bobby Stone is the best. I would never say that like that. Not me. We do not make our people do something like that.
Okay.
But no, the influence of these people, because they all have special meanings to me when I look at them. That's why I asked y'all.
Yeah. Definitely icons.
Definitely icons. Biggie. You picked Biggie in one of your posts. Why we pick Big? What do we like about Big?
I like the very first album.
The Ready to Die.
Yeah. That resonates with me. I like that one because I can relate to it, right? Because I always talk about humble beginnings, right?
Yeah.
You know, especially when he started out by saying, to all those who didn't believe in me and teachers, minus the colorful words, of course.
Right.
But I can relate to that because sometimes people look at you, and I always tell people, never judge a book by the cover, right? And you could be killing a potential. Some people plant it, some people water it, right? There was always something there, and I think, I really think if he was still alive, I think he would have been the biggest thing right now, to be honest with you.
I agree.
Bigger
I think a
than
lot of
Jay-Z,
people
'cause-
do agree.
Yeah, because Jay-Z learned from him, too. So, between him and Tupac, minus the rivalry, of course, I think these two guys, because even Tupac was a, people call him like a prophet in his own
Yes,
right,
indeed.
right? Just like Bob Marley. Bob Marley was like a music icon who was also a prophet, right? He
Right.
sang stuff like
Political, way
into
far.
the future.
Yes.
But I think if Biggie was alive today, he definitely would have been.
I think he'd be retired, but he would have been the man by now already.
Well,
Absolutely.
and the thing is, what I like about him, because I study him a little bit too, like he made sure everybody ate, whoever was around them. And I like that because sometimes when people blow up and they leave, they forget about who, but he brought people with him. So,
Right.
That's what I really like about him.
Absolutely. Jay-Z.
For Jay-Z, it's pretty much the same thing. Grew up over there, Best-Eye, right? That's
Yeah.
where he grew up. Right
Marcy.
over there. I drive through there sometimes. Marcy, I'm like, sometimes you can't believe you're standing in the same area or you're driving through the same hood. But being able to look at somebody and they didn't just get the bag and leave, right? They give back. And I think it's important that, it doesn't, and not for accolades, because sometimes people, I hate that when people do photo ops or video ops, right? Are you giving because you want to be seen and heard, or are you doing it because, look, this is where I came up, and so I want to, if I can help the next person along or the next generation along. I'm not talking about
I think it's a little bit of both. We in the media era where I can do something and want to keep it secret.
Yeah.
But somebody else is filming it.
Yeah.
And I might not
Right.
even want it to be seen.
Right.
But I 100%, if it's staged, I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the staged donations.
Correct.
I'm not gonna hold you too much longer. We got Big Daddy Kane, to me one of the illest ever. He's from the style.
Yeah.
You got Special Ed, Youngest in Charge.
Yeah.
I think he went to Tilden. If I could be wrong, but this man right here in this left hand corner, up top, reason why we all here today, Mr. Ibbot.
Appreciate you, sir.
Mr. Ibbot and Mr. Pause for the Cause are
sir.
both here.
Yes, sir.
One through social media, the other one is here in the building. What made you gravitate to Bobby? How did this connection happen?
Through my daughter.
Let's
Felicia.
talk about it.
So she can speak on it.
Felicia, it's your world.
Pull the mic.
Make-
Bobby and I used to work together at a charter high school in Brooklyn, Ember
Okay.
Charter School, and I don't know, like he has a very charismatic way about him in which folks naturally gravitate to him. And if he doesn't like you, like, you'll know he doesn't like you. But for the most part, like, he genuinely has a heart for people.
Yes.
And in understanding
Yeah.
that and appreciating that, with him having his background as a licensed therapist, he now has his own practice. Super proud of him. He has a way of seeing what's laying dormant in you and pushing you into uncomfortable spaces which is how he got me in the booth on a song with him on one of his newer songs. And so I enjoy bringing good people around my good people. And so he met Mom and Dad. He heard about what was going on at Pantry. He said, I'm going to show up. And, of course, that's the day I was late. And I was like, wow, you beat me here. And so he's just become part of the family. You love him, now, always, forever.
He is a good dude. I've only known him briefly. Yeah, I met him through Jason, and immediately the guy, you meet him. Some people you meet, and it's like you known them forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that many people that I've met like that.
Yeah.
And I've heard that about myself sometimes, but to actually meet somebody else like that, it's like, wow, this dude is really cool. Like, I feel like I could really contact him without Jason and go hang out with him, and it would be like nothing.
Yeah.
But he's a genuine. That's the word you don't throw around a lot.
Right.
Compete
Like love.
each other.
And
Complete
friendship.
each other. Don't compete with each other. Strength in numbers, and he's one person who brings the strength in numbers. This is a quote from Mr. Pause for the Cause. If you need help with self-care, man, I'm trying to tell. Make sure that they follow you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, we can go on all night, and we don't have time all night. We not yet. Y'all need to follow Elder Ronald John on Facebook. We them Johns. Follow all the Johns. Follow all of them. I'm trying to tell you. Peace to Uncle Mike on the check-in.
Also, look at that video and see who won. I'm
Oh,
gonna
man.
keep talking about
Oh,
it.
yeah,
If you want to see back
I'ma keep
when Pastor
talking
John beat
about it.
Felicia is way. If y'all look, see way in the upper right hand corner.
Yeah, she's on the left.
On the left.
Way back.
Way back.
Hey, but the velocity picked up.
Oh, she gets a point for velocity.
Come
She gets a
on.
point for that.
Kinetic energy.
She gets a point for kinetic and energy at the same
He
time.
did.
We saw who won.
Yeah.
We know who it
See,
is.
right, run the tape back.
We see who's winning.
When y'all come back, we'll verify.
Thank you.
Before we go out, first of all, once again, thank you for coming through.
Yeah, thank you.
Once again, September 27th. Where does everyone need to be?
That's right.
Hey, y'all screenshot that, y'all.
Faith
'Cause that's
Assembly
gonna
of
be
God,
that's gonna
1014 Games Ave. Yeah.
me and my people.
And the
we coming
cause
to eat.
really is, although it's the spirit of competition, with the
Fun.
different countries
Fun
cooking
competition.
their dishes. It's really it's really in an effort to repair our roof, right? Because we serve the community, we have a leak, and this is not one of those, we're looking for money type of thing. This is genuine. Matter of fact, I had brought some pictures. I should have gave them to you to post them, but so all the help, even
Let me tell you, Pastor, people spend way more money on other things that had
Yeah.
nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, so even
So
if they can't
just come out to support y'all.
And we have stuff for the kids this day as well, right?
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
giving out
yes,
school supplies.
we're gonna have
Excellent.
We're
Cool.
gonna have giveaways
Excellent.
and what have you. Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Come on, y'all.
Sounds like a
Screenshot that.
Any,
Come
anyway,
on down.
any way they can support, we appreciate it.
great place to be.
Yes, sir.
Come on.
Great place to be right here. That's where we will be. We got to bring the kids out, man.
We coming. We going.
Got to bring the kids out.
Yeah.
Before we go, y'all got any shout outs to give? Like,
Yes. Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, it's your world. Whoever.
Well, first I want to thank you. I want to appreciate. Let's give it up for Lace and Barry, right?
Appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Thank you. And brother Bobby, thank you. And I'm truly humbled. Thank you for having us, for being here.
This your new home right here. Whenever y'all want to come to Jersey, whenever y'all want anything
on
to
back.
promote,
Come on back.
this is for all y'all.
Being able to share, part of our heart, and a passion for what we do. Sometimes people do things for accolade, but whatever we do, whether it's appreciated, seen or unseen, we're not doing it for that. We're just doing it so that somebody could be blessed.
Excellent.
Are you gonna bless me with your spot in the Earth Day Fashion Show for 2026? Because I don't appreciate. I will try to get in shape.
You ain't gotta get in shape. You're already in shape.
Oh
So,
man.
I tell you what, I'll come as a spectator.
Now, matter of fact, I think both Beard and Baldhead men, we got to get out there at the same time. B, it's enough for both of us. It's enough for both of us. It's enough for C, and it's enough for Felicia on that runway. C, are you going? Because Soup was on the runway the last time. She ripped the runway.
Listen, I'm the person that stands in the background. I watch and I get, I help any way that I can. I'm good where I'm at.
I got
You
you.
like being behind the stage.
I'm always
Behind the curtain. Okay,
Absolutely.
that's what's up.
That's it.
That means she ready to pop off. Y'all act up.
Yeah.
That's what she
That's
from
true.
Brooklyn.
Everybody know that.
That's what I'm saying.
Everybody.
You don't get a
Tilden
beat.
Heights.
Yeah.
You don't get a
Okay.
beat.
Tilden, baby. That's what she talk about.
That's it.
Felicia,
Yes.
any shout outs you want to give?
Yes. Shout out
And
to
see you as well. I'm sorry.
Shout out to the people who wherever you got that chicken from.
Yeah.
Kennedy Fried Chicken, Park Ave.
That's Kennedy
It's a
Fried,
staple.
y'all.
It is a staple.
Plainfield's very own.
It's only one other place that I can't afford they cooking like that.
Ambassadors.
No, I'm not even gonna say that. I was gonna say Family Flavor.
Oh yeah,
like the
man,
best.
Listen,
The best.
Listen.
Next
I
time y'all
gotta try
come.
the jerk burger.
Next time y'all come,
The
we
jerk
will-
burger.
it will be sponsored
my
by
favorite.
Family Flavors,
Yes.
and the family is right there. It's family. They get busy.
Y'all need to tag these people because what I've learned is that when you tag these companies in these posts, they send you free stuff.
Yeah.
Really?
I got a
Yeah.
free Fossil watch valued at over $200, and my mom at first Fossil reached out to me and they said, "Hey, what's your address?" Christmas season was coming up. She said, "Are you crazy? You giving out your address to people?" I was like, "I mean, what's the worst that could happen?" And when I opened up my box on Christmas, she said, "Well, hold on, let me start tagging
Y'all
them
listen,
and
she
stuff."
dropping jewels.
Yeah.
She dropping jewels.
But
We get
also-
love and support from this one right here.
Yeah.
So
And
good.
patience.
We good.
That's all
Family
we need. That's all we
flavor,
need
y'all.
for family flavor.
Family flavor.
But
Also,
I'm taking
Shout
you
out
to
to
that.
Bobby
Shout
for
out to Bobby, yes.
always bringing good people together.
Grady. See, it's your
See.
world, see?
Listen,
Shout out.
I'm gonna shout out to Faith Assemblies of God.
Yeah.
Yes.
The entire crew that's putting together to make this this day, this community day, a successful one.
Yeah.
So shout out to them, and of course to my other children, Angelique and Joshua, out there in the airways.
Y'all mad.
And first and foremost, shout out to Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior.
That's it. The first thing they say.
Yeah.
First thing they say.
And my dad be at home like, they don't even know Jesus.
Oh, y'all better pull up. That's what he said. Pastor John is in the building. The whole John family is here. We thank y'all so much. Y'all make sure y'all like, subscribe, BKS1 Radio TV. If y'all gonna get this link, send it to everybody. Every single person that y'all know, copy and paste, send it on your phone, tagging and all that other good stuff. Shout out to my barber, shout out to my stylist, shout out to my pastors out there. Shout out to all my chefs out there. Shout out to all my MCs out there. We are Beards and Baldheads. We'll see y'all next week.